You see me standing up on this smooth dirt road here. Every now and again it'll have a rough spot, but I just do it so I can get comfortable doing it. And I am comfortable doing it. When I first started riding in sand, that was I started riding in a lot of sand in Florida. That's when, as soon as I get in a sandy patch, I would sit down on the seat. Basically, I know why, because where I could get my feet to the ground when it started moving around. So basically, I stand up as much as I can. I'm old and out of shape, so I'll get tired and sit down and take a break. This is the land where mine and Dad's old hunt camp was. All this down this road. And this was the old camp house right here. Mr. Jack Morrison. He passed away, I'd probably say about 3 years ago. We went out there and fished. He'd let us fish. That was included in the hunting dues. I just stand up as much as I can. The more comfortable you can get with it, the better off you are. I'm not a big fan of these foot pegs on this thing. They're narrow and they're slick if you get mud on your boot or whatever, water, mud. I hadn't had any problem with my foot slipping off, but I also don't do nothing crazy on this thing. But I would like some wider pegs with some bite to them. I just kind of hate to lose the rubber on there on the foot peg because of the, yesterday I went almost 800 miles. It was 763 miles round trip, and the vibration on the pegs, it ain't like it's outrageous, but if you ride for a good ways, every little bit of help you can get as far as comfort is great to have. Just like this seat. This seat came on a bike. I would have a hard time buying it just because of the price of it. I looked it up, it's $450, even though I know good and well it's well worth it. But I'm glad Mr. Tony had the seat put on, because it sure made it nice yesterday. I can literally ride this bike all day long. You can just stop and when you need fuel up and hit the road again. I keep basically the balls of my feet on the pegs when I'm sitting down riding like this, so I don't want any extra vibration for sure there. Every now and again, even when I'm riding like this and sit down, I'll move my foot placement on the pegs just to give the ball of my foot a break from the vibrations. I have seen it, I don't remember what bike it was on, but they had a nice wide cleated peg with some bite to it, and still had the rubber insert in between the cleats, so it was like the rubber stuck up a little bit higher than the cleats, but when you're standing up, it would put enough pressure on it where your boot would be biting into the cleats or whatever you want to call it on the peg. I've never seen them. This was a factory peg, and it was a bike that Ryan at Fort 9 was reviewing. I know what it was. I'm pretty sure it was a Yamaha Tenere. What is a Tenere? A 1200? Whatever the current Tenere is. It's either, well, I guess it's a 1000. I don't know. It might be a 1200 or 1000. I think maybe a 1200. But anyhow, I believe that's the one that had the cleated pegs with the rubber insert. And I wish Suzuki would have did that on this one.